We have our list, what we like, what we desire,
Yes, y'all do.
and what we want.
Yes, we do.
And God's saying, until you deny your preference, you cannot walk perfectly in my purpose. We have to come to the point of our life saying, God, you know what? Not my preference, but your purpose.
That's right.
For my life.
Absolutely.
It's the same as God, not my will. Jesus said it, not my will, but thy will be done. It's time for you to throw away your personal preference. I remember when I was writing everything down that I wanted for my husband. Tall, bald head, buff, athletic, romantic, affectionate. He got to have money. He got to have this. He got to have that. And I remember God was telling me, you still waiting. You know why? Because your list is your preference, not my purpose. Go back to that list and scratch off everything that's of you. Keep it. I had a couple of things of God, but I had a whole list of my stuff. And he said, now I want you to replace your stuff with my will. So everything I started writing, the Holy Spirit was giving to me. It was all spiritual. Someone who has a heart of the Lord. Someone who's going to love me like you love me. I mean, I was like, okay, God, I don't know how this is going to look when it comes in the mail. However, I'm going to write it down.
When it comes in the mail.
However, I'm going to write it down. But God is so grateful because even the things that I thought he ain't going to give me because it was all that I got my bald head. He a little bit taller than me. Nothing athletic, but he's still fun. But I'm saying, we go after our preferences. He had a preference before he met me. Straight hair, a walk. What else was your preference, babe?
I just wanted her to have a degree, a bachelor's degree. She have a job. She wants to work. She wants to help and support. My preference was not.
Make sure she wasn't big. You wanted somebody small.
Right. That's right.
And God came back and said, all right. And then he finally surrendered and said, you know what, God, I don't care how big she is.
I was like, God, I don't care how big she is. She can be fat, overweight, tall, skinny, wide. I'm just going to accept what you give me. I don't care.
But when we lay down our own personal preference, the purpose of God
now you're ready.
Can be done.
Now you're ready. You're ready then.
A lot of women, let me talk about you women. I love y'all because you know what?
But it's amazing, babe, how long you were waiting.
I can talk about women because I am one.
Yeah.
Listen, I know. And guess who else knows your preference? The devil knows your preference too.
Absolutely.
And he will serve it.
Yes, he will.
On a silver platter.
Yes, he will. It will be
baby, it's going to look good.
Yes, it will.
I had so many of my preferences approach me before this one. Before I allowed this one to come. Before I allowed it. And I say that because God already had them. He was waiting on me. God's not going to bless you with the one he has when you have all these other preferences in the way. I had him tall, built, going to the gym while I was going to the gym. Oh my God, when I tell you, yes, thought they was the one, and God was like, nope. Because all you see is the outward appearance. All you see is what they want you to see. What you can't see is the heart of man. God showed me Vito's heart. I wouldn't have been able to see his heart because I would have been blinded with the heart of my preference, my desire. Until we're able to lay down our own desire and pick up God's desires, we will realize that God's desires will be our preference.
Absolutely.
And now you can walk in preference and purpose at the same time. Because God still gave me some of the things that I want, and even the things I thought I didn't like, I love. So you may not think you like that bald head. Right. When you connect with it and everything is perfectly fit, you're going to realize, dang.
Watch out your nasty self.
Had I known then what I know now.
You get nasty.
I wouldn't have took so long. Yes, I would have. Because now I know I had to go through the bad apples.
You had to go through that.
To appreciate this one. Right. I had to go through being cheated on, choosing the wrong one, choosing the one that was married and didn't tell me, being engaged to a married man. It took a whole lot of me going through crap for me to realize this is God. I had to go through the hell to get the heaven on earth. Are we perfect? No. Do we have our issues? Yes. Do we learn from them? Yes. Are we perfect for each other? Absolutely. Is it hard? Sometimes. It's a challenge. But I'd be doggone if I'm going to be with somebody that God didn't tell me to be with, and now I have challenges and a struggle. Those are two different things. We have challenges, but thank God there's no struggle.
And it doesn't last. That's the purpose of when God puts you together with the person. Those challenges don't supposed to last, and they're not going to last, because you both know that eventually both of you will come to a understanding, and as well as an understanding and agreement, and you learn from those things, and then you move on. Now you have matured. But if you with somebody and God ain't put you together, it's always going to be struggles. It ain't going to be no challenge. You're never going to learn from each other. It's always going to be, everything is always going to be confusion. It's going to be confrontational. It's always going to be tension. There is going to be no peace, none at all. Even one day that y'all made, it ain't no fighting. The next day y'all gonna be fighting. Right. The next day after that y'all gonna be mad. Then y'all gonna fight again. It's just never peace. Never peace. Well, that ain't God.